Hey, what do you know? It's a Gabster FTFM garage. Fixed that friggin' machine garage. Here we are sitting out here in Manitoba, Bing Lake. And it's 9 in the morning and my new record. Instead of sleeping till 11, I get up when it's like heaven. And me and Tam are out here playing ball and having coffees. Seems to take me about 4 coffees to get go grooving anymore. So it ain't no different than the railroad. There was probably 20 coffees on the railroad, but I'm old now, 67. And I imagine I was 27 on the railroad going through the Rocky Mountains and the spiral tunnels. And unbelievable. I can never forget that. But yeah. Anyway, so here we are here. I think it's Canada Day, so it's July 1st. And here's what it looks like on the deck here. So there we are. Just cut the front grass, looking out across the lake. That's just the point you see out there. That point there, and then it goes behind the point over to Magic Mike's, and then it goes, 7 miles that way, and 30 miles that way, and 20 miles that way, and 50 miles that way, and it's like it's 57 miles of shoreline, if you can imagine that. So it's probably like the size of, I don't know, maybe, I don't know how big Red Deer is, but maybe Sylvan Lake or something like that, but bigger, a lot of arms on it, right? So we got this little puppy Meister here, and she likes to go after her ball. And I'm sitting here having a job. I got the pick burning. Got the hot tub room over there. Well, that was a fast one. Here, give it back. Give me. This is how you get rid of her for 5 seconds and throw the ball over there. She runs way down the driveway. Got Mr. Hummingbird from Florida. Head plant, so you hit your head on it when you come up here. It's 9 in the morning and it's pointing at 20 right now. Gonna be a scorcher. I got CMA coming to take this piece of shit Chevy truck here. Look at it, you can see the smoke all on the back here, eh? Can't really smell it that bad, but I can't smell nothing anyway. But so I got this Chevy truck coming. Well, it just said McKellar, Ontario fog advisory, and it's fog, and that's smoke. No, it's smoke, you pigeons. And anyway, you see that Chevy truck there? 09, bought it in Wawa. There's only 135,000 kilometers on the engine, which ain't much for, nowadays. But the rear diff went on it. Bang, clang, boom. 40 miles from there, had CAA. You should get CAA. 4 free tows a year. I got 3 left. It's amazing. So today it goes from here to Constable Towing, and then to Georgian Automotive, or CAA, I mean. And then they'll have it a couple of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 to fix a diff. Because if it wasn't broken, me and this dog would be in this right now. We'd be on our way to fucking Tidness right now. I'd be in Nova Scotia. Get the hell out of this fucking shithole. Fucking Smoke City. No boat. The boat's in there. The boat's in there because the fucking Glenn burnt me marina, fixed it for $1,100. Brought it home from there in the fall, put it in the sea can, never touched it. Brought it out a month ago, put it in the lake. Rained for fucking 8 days. I told her to go out and check the bilge. Didn't go out. I get out there finally, and the boat's half full of water. Starting the motor, starts right up. Put the manual bilge on. Bilges for an hour and a half. Battery goes dead. So now I gotta get my neighbor over there to help me paddle a boat across the lake to Buddy's dock and pull it out and bring it up here. And I'm gonna fix it myself. Fuck these other guys, $1,100 bullshit. And then I'm gonna, once this truck leaves today, I'll have that spot. I'll pull that boat up with the CF motor, which I put it in the shop because it was supposed to rain all night. And then put the boat up, back the boat right up in there, and I can work right on it. And it can rain, it can snow, I can give a shit what it does. I'm working it with lights and tools, and I'm not walking from there to there. Oh, I need a half inch. Oh, I walk up there with one leg. Yeah, and the infection's almost all gone now. It was real bad. I had checkerboards going all the way up my whole body because I use this truck as a garbage truck for 11 years, retired. So I throw a garbage bag in the back, right? And then another one, and when I get about 10 in there, I go to the dump. And I go to McKellar and get beer, whatever. Well, the chippies get in there in the summers and they chew on the fucking garbage, and the stink and the smell and the oozy crap comes all out, and it went underneath the bed liner. So I power washed it, but it's on a goddamn slant. You see that chalk behind the back wheel? Well, you put it in park and it still rolls ahead. It broke some fucking pin in there too. So I can't get the water out that I sprayed in there, and it stinks like a friggin' dump. And I know if I take it in there, they're gonna charge me to fucking clean it. So I've been throwing wood chips in from the chicken coop we use to keep the eggs clean, and bedding and nesting and whatnot. And that's it sucks up a little bit, but not a whole lot. So now and that's how I got my infection in my knee, crawling in and out of there with all the garbage and the shit everywhere. Not a soul around to give you a hand. Not a fucking soul. Not up in this part of the world anyway. So I figured if I moved down to Amherst or Nova Scotia, I got the nephew, and he's got a billion friends, and when you need a hand, you got a hand. They don't even fucking ask. They just come over and they do it for you. That's the way it is. And then fucking here, if you don't got a fucking $1 million shoved up your ass, you don't, no one will even fucking speak to you. So anyway, so I think what I'm gonna do now is I got most of the water out. I got the power washer all set up down there. I'm calling them CAs right now. When he lifts that up to go up the big ramp, the ramp truck, when it's on an angle, I'm going to hold him. I said, give me a fucking minute. I'm going to take that power washer and blow the shit all out of there, all over, out the fucking back. And that'll be done with that. Just me and Tama. Because there's nobody here but me and Tama. Anyway, kind of like it that way anyway. You dumb rooster. Look at that. See that? That's how they fuck. See that? That rooster just jumped on the back of fucking Bam Bam, it looks like. See how long it takes? It's a 5-second rape. That's all they do. Jumps on the back, gives them a jab. Well, if you're going to be screwing in my yard, I want babies, you little bastards. You never seen those little yellow fuzzy things running around. As soon as they're fucking born, they fucking pack them to death, bastards. Fucking farm life. I worked with Dougie Waterston, Brusette, and all them up in Pilot Mountain, Manitoba in the 70s. And he had a 1,000-head pig farm there, and I had to cut the nuts off the little baby pigs. And we never ate them like they do with the cow nuts out west there. They cut when they brand the calves, they cut the balls out of a lot of them so that they don't go around screwing all the other cows and causing damage. Okay, Tama, come here. Give me the ball. Go get it. So then, yeah, so I mean, that's part of farm life. And every once in a while, an animal dies. You can't feel sad about it. You just got to hook it up to a rope and pull it out with an ATV or a 1947 John Deere horizontal twin John Deere JD tractor. That's what I learned to cut my teeth on. 47 John Deere horizontal twin. Decompression flaps. Big giant flywheel spinning 5 inches from your nuts. And I did, I don't know, I think it was a section. I guess everyone will correct me on that. But I think I did a couple of sections of barley. Spring steel seat, no roof, no AC. And the exhaust was always in your face on one of the directions because you were going into the wind, you know. And there was always rabbits running ahead of the swather. And the dumb rabbit would just run ahead 100 feet and hide. Well, you'd catch up to them, then they'd run. They wouldn't run to the left or the right. They keep running. You know, I got to know a lot of rabbits out there. Anyway, and Brusette would bring these great big ice cold jug of Freshie and giant big roast beef sandwiches and everything, mustard on them and all. It was fucking great. And I thought every kid in fucking Toronto that's ever fucking born in this Toronto area, whatever. I'm 2-3 hours north of Toronto, but every kid that's ever born in Ontario that's 16 should be made to go out and work on a farm for one summer. And I'll tell you right now, this country wouldn't be so fucked up as it is now with these fucking play on your fucking computer all day bullshit. Don't work on your car. Don't fix your skidoos. Don't do fuck all. I can't even get a kid around here to fucking help stack firewood or cut any grass. They don't do it. They don't even fucking know what that means. It's a fucking joke. Fucking millennials, whatever the fuck they call them. It's fucking stupid. I was talking to the lady that buys eggs off me, and she wanted to go visit a sister or something. and they weren't going forever, but they'd cut their grass and all. All they wanted was these young teenagers next door. Could they water her plants while she was gone? Nope. We don't know how to do that. We might give them too much. Oh, fuck off, you fucking millennial pukes. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Hey, Tamalemma, you're better than any stupid fucking millennial fucking goofball, aren't you? Yeah, you're smart. What's this? Sit. She sits. Hey. I said sit. Sit. Wait a minute. I'm on Zoom here. Hey, shake. Speak. 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 There you go. You ready? Try that with a fucking millennial fucking kid. Anyway, yeah, she's sucking nice out here today, boys. Look at my shed I put over there 100 years ago, and everybody said, "Don't put it." Oh, why fuck it? You can't even see it. It's out of sight, out of mind, man. And so 10.95 acres. I think I'm gonna ask $2 million, and I'll probably get $1 million. And out of that, I'll probably have enough for a fucking case of beer and a fucking loaf of bread or something. Anyway, go get it. Yeah, she's got that collar on there. Now you see that old. There's a 6x6 coming up there with the old satellite on it. Well, we got Starlink. It's at the back, but there's a little wire that goes under the ground. And it goes all the way around, probably about 4 acres around the house. And then this collar on her neck here. See this? Come here. Come here. Sit. See that collar on her neck? It's a big fucking thing. It doesn't bother her. I always think it does, but it doesn't. If she gets about 4 feet from that line, it goes beep, beep, beep. And if she crosses it, she gets a little shock like pissing on a chicken fence or a cattle wire. And it don't hurt or nothing, because I walked out with it in my hand, I had it in my hand and I had it pressed against my hip, and I walked over and I went bzzz, this scares you more than it hurts you. But it doesn't even hurt you. It's just not even the right voltage or amperage, whatever you call it. But anyway, so that keeps her in the yard, which is good, because without that, she was running out. You go out to the boat, she'd run out across the road and there's cars going by. This road here is a dead end. It goes in about 12 miles. Every house past me is worth over $2 million. There's not one that's you can't buy. They're 2 million, 2 million, 2 million, 2 million. Scobie got 2.2 million. Anyway, but I don't have legitimate waterfront. But my neighbor lets me keep my dock down there, which saves me about $6,000 a year in taxes, which is good. So anyone that buys this, they can. You got to walk across the road to get your boat, but all you got to do is cut Dave's grass over there a couple of times a year, and Bob's your uncle. So, and there's 10.95 acres, so a contractor can build a house up on the meadow there, and you could get $2,500 a week for rent for this one. Build another one up on the hill there and get $2,500 a week for that one, and you can rent them all year long. The skidoers and summer for fishermen's. And if you see the fish Buddy caught, my neighbor, his friend was up and he caught Walter, which is about a 14 or 15 pound pike that lives in this bay here. And that's why I ain't got no walleye or bass anymore, because it's found out that this is a perfect breeding bay for fish, because there's a river that runs in just under the road over there, and then the one that comes out from behind my beaver pond goes down under the road and comes out over there by my dock. And that's where all the little fishies go to catch all the whatever the beavers are fucking putting out in the water, and it's a feeding grounds for fish. So the little fish eat the little microbes, and then the big fish eat the little fish, and then the big mankind comes and catches the big fish. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Hey, lay some skin on me, brother. Lay some skin on me, brother. Lay some skin on me, brother. That's a good puppy. Here you go. Anyway, I gotta finish this second coffee here, and it wouldn't be Ontario unless you had a pick burning. That's the good kind too. I used to go to the dollar store and buy like 15 packs of this every winter when they got them. and they're cheap. And that one that's burning there now, that happened to be a pick or a bic or something. That's the expensive ones. It's like $7 or $8 for 4 or 5 of them. In that package there, you get about 6 in there for $4.19 or something. And there is a difference too. These fat ones like this one will burn. This will burn till supper time. And even though I'm going to be not sitting here in a while, I'm going to be out back, I'm going to leave it on. And I won't leave it on this chair. I'll put it over somewhere safer. But these smell way better. These high expensive ones, they got that really good perfumey, bicky, whatever the fuck it is, smell. Hey, Tama. Aren't you a pretty looking girl to say? Okay, come here. Come here. I hate this fucking... Come here. Come here. Come here. Give me that fucking... Get that shit out of your eyes there. Come on. Libby will get mad at me again. Having that shit in your eyes. She don't know. She doesn't know. Well, she does know because her puppy's the same, but it's fucking... her eyes are like that because it's just... As soon as she comes out here, it's like me, Allergy City, man. You know, your snot's flowing, your eyes are dripping, and... It's rough when this pollen comes out. Well, usually the barbecue's covered, but it was just pure yellow, or lime green, I guess it is. And I think with all this rain, I think that's pretty well all gone. But for the first 2 months of living up here, if you got allergies, man, like it's horrible. People move away because of it. It's just shit you got to put up with. And if I move from here to somewhere else, there's going to be some more problems there. I'll be allergic to something there, and it don't matter where you go. You gotta just deal with the bullshit. One thing I don't deal with here is pretty well people. I can play drums and music all night long. Nobody says nothing. And I can go out fishing at 4 in the morning and nobody says nothing. You know. And I can cut my grass at midnight, drunk naked on tequila, and nobody says nothing. But if I do that in downtown Iraqana, I'd probably be in trouble. Or if I did that in fucking Wilson and Keele in Toronto, I'd probably be in trouble. But I don't get in trouble here. Ain't that right, Tama? Well, anyway, happy Canada Day, everybody. Canada. Happy Canada Day, everybody. Cheers. Tim Hortons coffee at home, you gotta love it. Anyway, keep your stick in the ice. Your right hand fucking cranked. Grab the grips and make her fucking rip. Over and out.